Hi there, Kerry.
Hi Simon, lovely to hear from you.
And you too, Kerry. Thanks very much for joining me. As we've spoken a little bit already, we're doing this fan page showcase to showcase De-Stress and Be Happy and talk about how you came about starting the page and, more importantly, how it's helped your local business, because as we've both discussed already, there are people out there who are using Facebook to promote an actual physical business. So perhaps you could start, Kerry, by telling us when you launched your fan page.
De-Stress and Be Happy actually started in August last year.
Okay.
It actually started as a result of the fact that I'd been having challenges with my other page, and I really wasn't generating very many likes with it. And it was suggested to me that the marketing name that I was using perhaps wasn't anything that would excite people or perhaps interest them, and that I needed to look at a different name that was actually going to attract a clientele to my fan page.
Okay, so that suggests then that before De-Stress and Be Happy you were using a different fan page. What was the name of that fan page then?
The name of the fan page was actually Kerry Heritage Wellness Practitioner. That's actually the name that I trade under. And around my local area of Brighton, South Australia, I'm actually quite well known as Kerry Heritage Wellness Practitioner. However, on a larger global stage, nobody was particularly interested in Kerry Heritage Wellness Practitioner.
Okay, so you had a chat with one of your friends and you sort of had to think about the page name. I suppose Kerry Heritage Wellness Practitioner, that's a perfectly good page name, but the obvious difference is that's quite formal, isn't it? Whereas De-Stress and Be Happy is more fun and friendly, isn't it?
It's fun friendly, and the other thing as well is it's actually what people are looking for. They're actually looking to be distressed and they want to be happy. So whilst my other page, Kerry Heritage Wellness Practitioner, was giving them the information they wanted to achieve those goals, it wasn't attracting them and drawing their attention in the first place. My girlfriend Robin from Overcoming Overwhelm was the one who suggested the name change to me.
Right, so that's a really interesting point here, because I think a certain degree of success on Facebook comes down to branding. And one of the things I do is a sort of a page of the week where I pick out something that I think is a good example of branding. So here you're saying that naming your page and coming up with the avatar and so on has been really important.
Very much so. When I initially did it, I actually did it just as a marketing exercise to see how it would be received, nowhere expecting the response that occurred.
And as we discussed briefly before we started recording this interview, you've had a stunning response. It's pretty huge, the response, and I think people will be interested to learn that you've not paid for any Facebook ads. Is that right?
That's correct. The only thing I would say that I'm very conscious of when I am using my Facebook page, I always put De-Stress and Be Happy at the bottom of a post, and if I share anybody else's work, I always make sure that I highlight their name so that they are very much aware that I have actually shared one of their posts. So that will then show up on their homepage, and it will show up on mine. And what I have found is, as a result of that, a number of pages actually then do shout-outs for me. And I really do feel that's as a result of me acknowledging their work when I share it.
So that's another important aspect of marketing on Facebook, isn't it? That you're, it's that networking part of it, isn't it?
Very much so, yes.
Yeah.
And I also think it's the, we're working on a world stage here, and I think it's that view of encompassing everybody and not being miserish or stingy with your work. It's actually putting it out there, letting it go out, letting it be shared, and then acknowledging other people's good work.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's an important point. In fact, I think I posted something to that effect on my fan page just a couple of days ago. Facebook does really thrive on, sort of building relationships and friendships with people and building communities and networks and sharing, doesn't it?
Very much so. Well, that's how we've met.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So let's come back to your page and how it's helped your business. I'd just like to know, as of today, bearing in mind you started your page in August last year, how many fans have you got now?
We've just clocked over to 6,500. When I was, just before I came on with you, I think it's about 6,504.
Wow.
So this weekend we've probably picked up about 150, 200.
Wow. That's quite a growth rate considering the fact that you've been building this page. What's August last year? That's about 6 months, isn't it?
Yes.
Thereabouts.
So it's basically the first few months were a bit slow, but averaging it out, it's 1,000 fans per month.
Yeah. So let's come back to how your fan page relates to your actual business. Before we started recording, you did mention that this has helped you to get clients through the door, hasn't it?
Yes, what it's done is it's given me a bit, I'm going to say a bit of street cred. It's actually helped get my name amongst other practitioners within Adelaide, within Australia and also overseas. I've actually had a few people referring to my business from overseas, from other pages. It's also given me another vehicle from which people are able to view my work and the way I work and how I operate. And what I do find is generally people need to hear your name 2 or 3 times before they will actually consider trying your business. And having my De-Stress and Be Happy page, what I'm finding is that's actually bringing in new people to the page, but also potential new clients to me.
Wow, that's fantastic. And I think as I said before, that's why I was really keen to do this interview with you, Kerry, because it has genuinely helped your local business, and there are people out there trying to use or using Facebook to help promote their business. It's a bit of free advertising in a way, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
The way I look at my De-Stress page, it's me being able to offer a service to a worldwide market, in that I'm able to offer information and tips and ideas on how to de-stress, but it's also showing the world and my local community how I work, what it is that I do, and what I'm able to offer to them.
And a question that's just occurred to me, Kerry, do you find that you have clients who actually visit your business? Do you find them sort of joining in the conversation on your fan page as well?
Yes, they do. And the other thing is, quite often when people leave comments on my page, clients will actually respond. And a number of clients will do my work for me. They will actually promote my business because they are very happy clients where we've had a lot of success, and they will actually talk to the other people on Facebook about de-stress, how it's working, what's happening for them, how it's been of a positive benefit to them.
Yeah. So your fan page really is helping you to helping to get sort of customers through your door, isn't it?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So it's a bit
and
like...
also good quality. Sorry, Simon. Good quality clients that that are there for a reason. They already have an idea of how I work, how I operate, and they have a genuine wish to improve their health and well-being.
So it's a bit like someone giving a personal recommendation to someone they know, isn't it?
Definitely, yes. And the thing is, what I find with the page as well, it's all very casual and it's light, and people feel really welcome to make comments. I want them to make comments. I want them to post information. I really want to be there to help if I can, and if there's a way that I can do that that benefits people on a world scale, fantastic.
Yeah. And that's an interesting point, because something we do hear from people who blog about Facebook professionally is that a lot of customer comments are going unanswered on their fan pages. So you're bucking the trend and you're actually joining in the conversation and talking to people.
Definitely. Look, on the top of my screen, it comes up with comments and number of people who have used and made reference to the page. I actually check all those.
Okay.
And wherever possible, I reply to them personally. And if somebody has shared my work, I actually go and thank them personally on their page for sharing one of my posts.
Fantastic. So we're coming back to that sort of community aspect of building relationships on Facebook, aren't we? So it sounds like,
yes.
I mean, there's no doubt your page has been a huge success and very quickly as well. One of the things we talked about earlier was the branding, and I've got your avatar up on screen there, and anyone who takes a look at your page will see the smiley star is the thumbnail image you use, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you've deliberately come up with something quite fun and friendly to draw people in.
Yes, well, like I said, when I started this page, it was just to see how it would go. But that smiley star has attracted so many people, and I've had so many positive comments about that smiley star that he and his brothers and sisters are here to stay.
Great. So just to finish off then, Kerry, what tips do you have for someone who's using Facebook to promote their bricks and mortar business, whatever type of business it is? What advice would you give?
Yes, make sure that you have a welcome page.
Mm-hmm.
You need to update your page at least once a day. I would suggest twice. I tend to find I do it in the morning and the evenings. I know there are certain stats out there, and you've had it, Simon, about what time is the best time to update.
Mm-hmm.
I find with my lifestyle, I kind of do it straight after breakfast, and I do it after tea. Because during the day I'm a mum and I'm a business professional, and I don't actually have time to spend a lot of time on my page all day. But doing it those 2 times is fantastic. Please, if people acknowledge you, please acknowledge them.
Mm-hmm.
And if your fans make comments on your posts, do answer them. It doesn't have to be all the time. And I will quite often have 4 or 5 fans make comment before I make comment, because I want it to be about the fans, not necessarily about me.
Fantastic, fantastic. So just to finish off quickly then, Kerry, you've definitely noticed an increase in clients coming through the door. You said you've looked at your insights, and there is a percentage of your fans that are in the local area and are actually clients of your business.
Yes, there are, and I'm very aware of that. The other thing is I make sure when any new person comes through my door, I ask them how they have found about me in the first place, and yes, a number of them are coming via Facebook.
And in your business itself, does any of your business literature include, find us on Facebook, your Facebook page? Yes,
all of it.
Okay, fantastic.
Because this is another way of them being able to access me very informally. They're also able to get a lot of tips and information, not necessarily about their particular issue, but issues in general, which is only going to help their health and well-being in the process of being able to use Facebook. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic, Kerry. That's exactly what I was hoping for, to help other people who are using Facebook to build their business. Kerry, thank you very much for giving up your time to join me. Simon, it's been lovely. I've really I've enjoyed chatting to you. Great. Talk to you soon, Kerry. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you, Simon. Goodbye.